I've been trading for half a decade now, and I've placed more than 1,000 trades in the market. And these are live trades in the markets. And I've won some, I've lost some. Most of them are wins. And I have learned a lot during this process. And when I tell you guys, I have made every mistake in the book. Even the mistakes that's not in the book, I have done that. And honestly, I'm not even afraid to admit half the mistakes I've done, even though they're the most stupidest mistakes that I've done. I'm not afraid to admit it because that's who I am today. That's what made me who I am today. And so I'm going to just break down all the knowledge that I have and share it with you so that it can, first of all, motivate you. But by the end of this video, you have an insight of how it feels to be a full-time trader and the realistic approach you should have as a day trader. Because I know you probably go through the internet and you're seeing all these traders turning $1 to a mil or 100 to a mil, whatever it is, right? I get it. You know, it's good marketing. However, that's not the reality. If that was the reality, honestly, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you making this video. Because when I started off as a trader, I had so much facades in front of me. So many people just give me this fake reality, this trader's lifestyle that people have. And yes, it's great, but reality is there's a lot more to it and there's a lot more to the journey. So let's just get straight into how I started as a day trader and what helped me transition into a full-time day trader. Because I think that's one of the hardest approach to have as a day trader is, yes, you can have a job and have that backup, but what is the moment until you actually turn full-time? Like, when do you turn a full-time trader? So I'm going to share my experience with you guys, and hopefully you get some aha moments out of this video and become a filthy rich trader by the end of it. That's what I hope, guys. But yeah, every day I try my best to give as much information as possible to you guys so that you can also be a wealthy trader just like me. But just to start off straight off the back, the first thing I will say is stop worrying about strategies and the whole market as a whole. Okay, when you're a day trader, it is your life. Okay, and I think I literally made a video about this on TikTok, how like trading has literally taken over my life. Like, whatever I do, whatever I think, it's the market. Every time I have conversations, it's about the market. Every time I'm outside or I'm looking places, I'm on my phone, it's about the market. Life is going to be about the markets. Like, everything you do in life is going to be trading orientated. Even when you start a business, even when you do whatever it is, you are going to be looking at things trading orientated. Now, if you don't like that, right, if you don't want to have your whole life devoted to trading, then maybe this isn't the journey for you. Because when I started off as a trader, one thing I will say that helped me stay input to this journey was being 100% in when it comes to the markets. Like, I literally was 2 feet in, I was deep in the trenches, and I wanted to make something out of this. This was literally my one way out. I had no plan B. You know how traders be like, oh, have a plan A and have a plan B and have a plan C and D and E and F. Don't do that, because the thing is, right, like, as much as I hate to say it to people, but the truth is that I went all in. I risked everything. I risked not my whole life, but I risked majority of everything that I built up, and I went for it. And there was no plan B. So there was no room of excuses to give up. Now, obviously, if you've been trading for like 30, 40 years, then give up, obviously. But if you've just traded for 1 or 2 years, like, and trading is still not like your foundation of life, then maybe you're doing something wrong. So for me, that's helped me is I had to evolve everything around trading when it comes to my sessions, when it comes to back testing, when it comes to just the way of life. Like, I've realized my emotions outside of trading to when it is towards the markets, it really matters. If I'm angry outside, let's say something crazy has happened, I'm upset or I'm angry, whatever, is going to reflect on the markets, because the market is like a mirror, right? Whatever you put into this mirror is going to reflect back. Now, hopefully for us, our reflection should be positive and give us some money. But that's not always going to be the case. We're not always going to be making money in the markets. And so your lifestyle has to be in relation to your trading style or your trading journey. Because if you're not fully in and fully devoted, you're gonna be half-hearted, you're gonna trade once in a while. You're never really gonna build up that consistency, and you're never ever going to see and get that aha moment. For me, my aha moment was when I was broke. My aha moment was when I was at my lowest. My aha moment was when I lost so much money. That's where I realized. And in order for you to get that aha moment, you can't be a lazy trader. You can't be a lousy trader. You have to be a trader that's fully devoted, fully in touch with the markets. You have to live and breathe the markets. Now, obviously, I know that might scare you, but that's the truth. You have to be fully devoted. So if you're listening to this right now and you believe you're fully devoted to the markets, you're already like 70% there. You're already better than all the other traders. You're already better than them. Because you might not have the discipline right now, you might not have the consistency right now, but what you do have is you have that drive, you have that motivation. And that's what really stuck to me as a trader when I first started off. And when I first started off, I wasn't this rich, wealthy guy. I was broke. I was ground zero. My dad was in hospital. I had to do something about my life. I had to figure something out. I was a failing student in school. I wasn't the smartest. Okay. I genuinely didn't like school. I didn't like it. For me, I had to do something to my life. And when trading came to me, I took full advantage of it. And what I realized, actually, what I realized the most about my journey was when I left the markets, because I don't know if you guys know, I had stopped trading for 9 months when I went to university. And during those 9 months, I learned so much about myself. But what I realized is that when you take a massive break in the markets, is one of the worst things you can do because you lose that momentum and you're basically starting from ground zero. So if you're a trader right now, please, by all means, just keep going. Don't stop. Even if you're trading once a week, even if you're not even trading, you're just looking at the markets, you're back testing, you're demo trading, whatever it is, just consistently, just be consistent on a long-term basis, because there will be a time where you do have the capital, there will be a time where you are profitable, and you just get that click of aha moment. And so for me, it was literally, I had such a good year as a trader. And I went to university and I blew all my money, and I came back to trading and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna flip my money again, do the same thing I did the first time. That was incorrect. I had to rebuild everything from strategy to my psychology to everything. And so that's why psychology matters the most when it comes to the market. That's why I said to you earlier, forget about strategy right now. You need to have the right mindset when it comes to trading. Because if you have a weak man's mindset, if you feel like you're weak, if you mentally feel like you're weak, you're going to fail in this journey. You have to have resilience. You have to have strength. You have to power through those emotions. When you're at your lowest point in life, you're going to have to push through. Okay. So for me, when I had that 9 months break and then I took the L after, because I thought life was easy. I thought, oh, okay, I'm just gonna flip my account again, make another 10 racks and be cool. When I went and put my money in, I started losing, 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 losing. I was like, whoa, what's happened? And I realized that, okay, there's actually more to this journey. And that's when I learned. That's when I actually learned the most about the markets, is when I was in this losing streak, when I was at the lowest point of my life. And it wasn't the best feeling at the time. But when I look back now and I look at how I am as a trader, it was those moments that made me. It wasn't the wins. The wins came after. But that moment when I lost, when I felt bad and I just felt like giving up and I felt like, raw, like this might not be the journey for me. I might have to look for another journey. And I try to go SMMA, I try to do shoe resale, I try to do all the other things. And I realized that, nah, like what? I made money in the markets. Why am I going to change my course? And so that itself really gave me the insight that, okay, I need to lock in. And so when you guys lock in now, that's when you should, and you realize your psychology and you understand, okay, I have to have this drive and motivation, because money itself isn't going to motivate me. Making money isn't going to motivate me. No matter how much I love money, guys, I love money a lot. I love the market. No matter what it is, that is not your sole drive of that's not the fuel to your journey, okay? The fuel to your journey has to be the things around you. You're maybe helping your family out, maybe being the first millionaire in your family, maybe being that person that everyone put down. Maybe you're that person that no one's thought that could be successful. You're that guy. Okay. And so you have to prove so many people wrong, but not only prove them wrong, but prove yourself wrong. Show yourself that you can do, whatever in the markets. You can make your first 100K, you can make your first mil, you could do whatever in the markets, and you can do this. Okay. And so that was my drive. My drive was I had to prove, not only did I have to prove everyone else wrong, right? I have to prove myself. Can I be the first person to make a mill at a young age? Can I be the first person to become a trader in my family? Can I be the first person to be the best entrepreneur in my family? Like that was what was going through my head. So that's what drove me to, even when I took losses, I was like, no, I have to keep going. So that resilience is what's going to help you as a trader. Okay. Now we get to the strategy. Okay. Now, when it comes to strategy, one thing I will say is find a mentor, find a YouTuber. If you're watching me, stick to me. Okay. And I'm not saying this to toot my own horn, but what I'm saying is this is very, very important. Okay. Because the next things I'm about to say is very, very important, especially when it comes to your trading journey. Okay. A lot of traders, right, when they start up as a trader, they see one guy make a lot of money. They want to do the same thing as him. They practice, they get a bit of profits, and then they take a major L. And then they go on YouTube again, and then they go and check another YouTuber out or another entrepreneur, love their lifestyle, see that actually, you know, this guy's even better. And then they do the same process, take an L, and then screw up, and then go again. And you keep doing that, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that you keep doing that is because I did it. Yeah, I did that. I went from one trader to another, and then I just thought, oh, what's this? I'm just constantly doing the same thing. So then I stopped. I said, you know what? I've been training for 5 years. I think when I actually locked in, it was like year 2. I said, okay, I've been training for year 2, year 3. I said, you know what? I need to lock in. I need to lock in. I need to practice this. Okay, so I've picked out a strategy, and it wasn't even a strategy. It was just concepts. I put them all together, and I made it my own concept. Okay, so I found a concept. I liked it. Very, very easy. Understood it. I then decided to practice this. I practiced it. I think I spent hours and hours, probably built up around 6 months of not demo trading, 6 months of back testing data. I built like another 3 months of demo trading just to make sure it's secured. And then I finally went to a live account. And when I went to this live account, I was fully confident that this is going to work. And when I really had the confidence at this, I stuck to the strategy. And I told myself, no matter what happens, this strategy works. Okay. It doesn't matter now what happens in the market. If I lose big, there's something else happening. And so I've stuck to a strategy. And this is what a lot of you guys make mistakes in. A lot of you make a mistake in this is you find a strategy, and it's called strategy hopping. Okay. You find a strategy and you move on to the next, and you move on to the next, and you take loss, you take wins, you move on, you move on, you move on. And you just keep going through the cycle. And 1 year goes by, 2 years goes by, 3 years go by, and it's still not profitable, and you're blaming strategies. It's not the strategy, it's you, bro. It's literally you. Like, honestly, if I was talking to myself, I would have told myself, bro, you should have stuck to the strategy you first started off with. The first strategy you started off with, just stick to it. Every strategy works in the markets unless the trader that you're learning from is a fake trader. Every real strategy, every concepts, fair value gaps, liquidity, order blocks, order flow, breaker blocks, all of that, right? ICT, all those work, right? It's up to you which one works for you, what pair works for you, and just stick to it. And one thing I will say is stop trying to be a I'm gonna say stop trying to be a ratchet in the markets. Okay, stop trying to have a pick in every single currency pair like gold, GU, GJ, Euro, JPY, Nasdaq, US 30, S&P 500. Like, don't try and do all of it in one go. Find a pair that you enjoy. Find a pair that you like. Like, for example, with me, everyone says the go-to pair is Euro USD, GP USD. I liked Euro and GU. I liked it. But the thing was, it wasn't entertaining. Like, it was boring. It was very, very boring. And I decided to say, okay, let me go for gold because I knew gold was the next level up. I stuck to gold. And now it's a thing where I enjoy gold so much. I love trading gold. Like, that's literally become the pair that I've traded. I've been trading that for literally 5 years. And I have not stopped. I might transition into maybe Nasdaq, S&P 500, US 30. I might. But my master pair is gold. If anyone told me, okay, what's happening with gold right now, I could tell you off the back exactly what's happening with gold. I can literally analyze it within seconds. I can tell you, okay, we're at this level, we're at 1985, 2000, we need to go 2000, 2900, whatever it is, right? I know that, okay, gold probably right now, gold is probably aiming towards 3000 by the end of this month. Quote me on this. By the end of this month, gold is probably going to hit 3000. Why do I know this? Because I've just mastered gold. I know on the back of my head, if I was sleeping, right? If I was sleeping and someone woke me up and said, "What's gold on right now? What's happening?" Right? I could tell you exactly what's happening. Why? Because I've mastered the pair. You have to master a pair to be good at something. Master a strategy, master a pair. Bring it together. The worst thing to do is go around the whole market and literally bunny hop on every single pair and trying to find a trade. That's not going to work, okay? You need to not look for opportunities, you have to wait for opportunities. That's the real skill in the market, okay? So you not only do you have to work on a strategy, make sure it's profitable for yourself. If ICT is not profitable for you, it doesn't mean ICT is fake. It's just not profitable for you. Maybe SMC is profitable. Maybe Fibonacci is profitable. Maybe trendline is profitable. By the way, if you trade trend lines, right, I think you are definitely unprofitable traders, right? Trend lines is all. I honestly don't like trend lines. I used to trade trend lines. I hate it. Okay, because it's all theoretical. It's not real business, right? Where when I look at concepts and things like that, I find that logical for myself. But again, that's for me. Maybe trend lines might be good for you. Okay, but find a strategy, master it. Don't move on until you've mastered that strategy. That's literally the main purpose of this video that I'm trying to make for you guys, is that you cannot just change things up because you took a loss, okay? Strategy, master a pair, simple. Now master a session. So there's three things: pair, strategy, session. Three things, right? Okay? Master those three things. Because if you don't master those three things, your journey is going to be super long. Super, super long. So just an insight on my strategy. I trade with concepts. So for example, fair value liquidity. Every time I look at liquidity and breaker structure, I have a concept, then I'll enter off a fair value gap or order block or Fibonacci retracement. Like I'll use that. Okay. Then I have a pair, which is gold. And then I trade within the 15 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. That's my pair. And then my session time is 1 p.m. UK time to 4 p.m. UK time, right? That's the overlap of London and New York session, and it's the most volatile session, and I like that session, okay? It makes things easier for me. I would trade London session, however, I like to go gym in the morning. I like to get all my things done in the morning, and then as soon as lunchtime happens, I'm fresh. I backtest in the morning. I do pre-game warm-ups, okay? Which we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about pre-game warm-ups. But before we talk about pre-game warm-ups, we have to master the first thing, which is your session, your pair, your timing, your time frames, what kind of trader you are, what strategy is, all of that. We have to work on that first, okay, before we go into pre-game warm-ups, okay? And so you have to now look at things as, okay, so I got my pair, it's gold. I know my strategy, okay, is the concepts, fair value gap. I don't know I think it's SMC concepts, but we'll go by that. I just kind of put things together. So it's a bit confusing. I put a bit of ICT, a bit of SMC. I didn't even know. It just happened. But yeah, that's the kind of concept I use. And then I have the timing 1 to 4, right? This is UK time. Okay, so if you want to trade like me, UK time 1 to 4. Okay. And next is psychology now, okay? We have to work on risk management, okay? Risk management is the next go-to thing. So before you even go all aboard on your trading journey or whatever, you need to now work on this risk management, okay? Once you build data, once you build everything, you will now know, okay, cool, how much can I risk, okay? Usually what I would say, 1 to 2% is good risk. 1 to 2%. If you have a smaller account, I would say 5%. 5% is a good risk on a small account. Anything above 5 is like, okay, cool. You have to be very confident as a trader, like very confident, okay? If you're not confident as a trader, do not go above 5. If you're just starting up, 1 to 2% risk is perfectly fine. Go do that for a few weeks. It doesn't matter how much money you make. Forget about the money. Forget about the money. Forget about how much you're putting in. If you're putting $1,000, put it in. Forget about it. 1%, 2%, become robotic, okay? Everything has to be automatic when it comes to trading. Everything has to be automatic. You see, when Steph Curry's on the, shooting on the 3-point line, he doesn't always have his unique shot. He has one shot, it's automatic, he keeps doing it until he makes it. And overall, through time, he is a profitable shooter. So therefore, we got to do the same thing, right? If I want to be the best shooter in the world or the best trader in the world, I have to do the same thing multiple times and just keep doing it and then get the flow. Once I got the flow, I'm just automatic with it. So with me right now, I've trained my eyes to be automatic with it. So within your trading journey, right? Again, a lot of people are going to give you this facade that in 6 months you can be profitable. Yes, you could, but you have to train your eyes. Trading is all about experience, okay? Trading is all about experience, all about how to become the best trader in the world and how to become the best trader in your perspective and how you can make the most money out of it, okay? Let's look at money like levels. So you want to get to the next level. So if you're starting off with $1,000, the next level is 5, then the next level is 10, then 15, then 20, then 25, then 50, and go forth, right? Those are levels, okay? So look at money like levels, like in a game, and then look at your trading strategy and the whole concept of your trading as you are being automatic. Like you're shooting at the 3-point range, right? You're shooting at the 3-point range, and every time you shoot, you don't think about it. You just do it. Right? You just do it. Every time you trade, you don't think about it. You don't overcomplicate. You just do it. Because why? Because you've practiced. You back tested. You demo traded. You now have the 1-2%. It's automatic. You just keep going. And what you're going to notice is you're going to notice you're either A, profitable, or B, unprofitable. Okay? Next, what you're going to do, guys, I'm running new game right now, okay? I wish someone told me this when I first started off. Next, what you're going to do is the money that you make in your trading platform, right, within your brokerage account, you are going to withdraw that. Let's say you are profitable. You're going to withdraw that and start buying prop firms. This is literally the life hack, the literal life hack you can use, because now you know you're profitable, you know you're a good trader. You then buy prop firms and you start rinsing them out. You leverage off prop firms. I wish I did that when I started off, because that literally slowed me. Like, capital was my main problem. Capital was one of my main problems. And so now that I started to use prop firms and I'm using my own capital, boom, 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 I was able to scale my account to a larger account. So with you guys, what you need to do is utilize the method. The method is not hop on prop firm straight away. You have to go through the process first. And so remember earlier I was talking about pre-game warm-ups. So this is a life hack that I'm going to give you guys, right? Before I end this this video. The life hack I'm going to give you guys, which has helped me dramatically when it comes to trading. So we now know, right, we now know that you have to, number one, work on one strategy. Number two, you need to work on one session, one pair, master it, become the master at something. Then two, you work on 1 to 2% per trade. You build that for a longer period of time. When you get confident, maybe go 5%. Okay. You do that for a long period of time. And then once you know you're profitable, let's say after 6 months, you see you're profitable. Okay, cool. Withdraw the money that you've made because you're profitable now. So you must have made money. Withdraw that money, go straight into prop firms. Build prop firms. Get to 100K funded, 200K funded, 250K funded, 400K funded. Once you do that, consistently just make 1 or 2% per trade. All you have to do is 1 or 2% per trade and you're good. You're good for the set of your life. So now, before I end this video, pre-game warm-ups, right? You see, I love basketball. So everything I do, everything I think like I'm athletic, right? I like relinking stuff to sports, okay? Because that's just how it works in my brain. When you play a sport or when you go to the gym, you have to stretch, okay? You have to stretch. You have to have like the pre-game rituals, the pre-game warm-up, okay? Now, for us as a trader, pre-game warm-ups is backtesting. Best thing to do before your session starts, fit in at least 30 minutes of backtesting. Bro, I will tell you right now, that has changed the game for me. Backtesting 30 minutes before my session 30 minutes before my session has changed the game for me, because I have trained my eyes to look at things better and I've warmed them up. So when I look at the markets, I'm in. I'm literally whoop, whoop, whoop. You know what I mean? I'm in, looking for my entry, looking for my opportunity. I don't see it, cool, I'm out. If I see it, make some money, right? So you guys need to do that. You need to, number one, find a strategy. First of all, pattern up your psychology, right? Think about, why do you want this? How badly do you want it? Because if you're half-hearted, you're never going to be the best trader in the world. If you're fully devoted in it, you love your Mondays, you love trading, you love the charts, you love the money that comes out of it, you love everything about it, you're never going to hate it, you're never going to give up. If you're going to be like that, great. Number two, you then move on to strategy. You learn a strategy. If you don't know a strategy, I've got a boot camp for you guys. Probably even make, if you're watching this, I probably even might have 2 boot camps, or I have a bunch of videos for strategies. Number 3, you're going to find a pair and session. I trade gold. I trade 1 to 4, London session, New York session, in between, mixed together. Lovely profits in between that. Then after that, you work on your risk management, 1 to 2%. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much money you have. Please stick to 1 to 2%. I don't care if it takes you years and years and years to make your first $1,000. I'd rather you just stick to 1 to 2% because it builds discipline. Building discipline is better than motivation. Building discipline plus consistency is going to make you a profitable trader. Once you're profitable, you move that money, you withdraw it, you move it all the way to prop firms. You get prop firms, you get funded like around 250K. Boom, you're living a lovely dream. You're in Dubai, in a penthouse, in a jacuzzi, watching me trade, and you're trading, and you're making a lot of money. Yeah? Sounds great, guys? Sounds great? So make sure you do that. And that's pretty much like the sum up of trading, like the sum up of what I would say that I've learned in the 5 years, like understanding those concepts, putting them in like a puzzle. I'm athletic, so I'm always gonna link things to sports. So if that works out for you, then I hope you guys kind of understand. I don't know any other analogies I can give, but sports is the best analogy when it comes to trading because it's like sports, kind of. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, if you actually learned something, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and if you want to be part of the community, make sure you click the link in the description below. I live trade every single day, Monday to Friday, in front of the members. We make a lot of money, they make money, they're happy, I'm happy, and we just vibe. We just literally vibe, make money, chill, and we just enjoy the game, right? So if you want to be part of that community, make sure you click the link in the description below. If you feel like you are devoted to the markets, if you feel like you are going for a little bit losing streak, but you know that you could be profitable, if you want to be surrounded by like-minded traders like yourself, if you want to be surrounded by the best traders actually like yourself, you are the best trader in the world. You just need to unlock that feeling. Once you got that, once you know that, you click the link in the description below, be part of the community, and trust me, it's going to change your life. So if you want your life to be changed, if you want to be profitable, if you want to be in Dubai, in a penthouse with jacuzzis, and do whatever you want, and eat whatever you want, and drive whatever car you want, click the link in the description below, be part of the community.